Hi guys, so on March 17, OpenAI published a working paper called GPTs or GPT. And what it said was that in the future, about 80% of the workforce will have about 10% of its tasks being exposed to AI or LLMs, which is large language models. And it also stated that about 19% of the workforce will have 50% of its tasks exposed to LLM. What does exposure percentage mean? So in the paper, it says a measure of whether access to an LLM or LLM power system will reduce the time required for a human to perform a specific BWA or complete a task by at least 50%. What it means is that how likely is it that AI will reduce the time required to complete this task by 50%. With lesser time it takes to complete the same task, the company don't need as many workers than they used to, and there will be less job positions available, but our population will not go down. So that means there will be a massive unemployment rate. Well, who are the people getting replaced? Well, as I continue to read the working paper, on page 3, it stated that the more interaction your job has with AI or LLM, the more likely you will get replaced. Jobs involve more science and critical thinking skills have a negative correlation, which means that they're less likely to have interaction with LLM. Jobs involve programming or like writing skill have a positive correlation. As I learned in AP statistics, it means that these jobs will have more interaction with LLM. Also means that they are more likely to get replaced. And the last sentence in the same paragraph stated that the more difficult it is to enter certain job position, the more likely you're gonna get replaced, the more interaction you have with LLM. Guys, this is a little bit scary if you think a little deeper. If you look at my past videos, I said that the jobs that are more likely getting replaced are jobs like cashiers, customer service, that don't get paid as high. Well, according to this paper, that is not the case. Jobs like cashiers and customer service are still gonna get replaced and probably the first group. But according to this paper, just because your job is high and you have high skill doesn't mean you're safe in this AI era. Unless you're like at the very top that you excel in your field. If you're just like the middle range or a little above middle range, it's not enough. Picture this, a computer programmer that let's say guys master's degree, spent years of studying and currently working for a company. He is not necessarily the peak at programming field, but he's pretty decent. So, and let's say he's about 30 years old, has a family, has children to raise, mortgage, loans to pay. Let's say he currently earns a decent income, about 100K a year. That is completely enough for him to afford all those things. But now, his company don't need him anymore. He is a programmer and the company can totally use LLMs or AI to replace him, and they save 100K a year. What is he supposed to do now? He can't go get another job as a programmer because everyone is firing their programming employees. He can't just learn a new skill at the age of 30, hoping to earn an income like 100K like his past job. He cannot sue the company because according to our current laws and regulation, companies are allowed to terminate employees if they feel like their services are no longer needed. Tragedies like that will happen on so many people. Currently, there's about 150 million people working in the United States. Just by replacing 1% of the population, that's 1.5 million people, and many families behind that. However, if we have a law that will protect their rights, then it's going to be different. This law will protect workers from being fired on a position that humans can be fully qualified for. So when a company switches from hiring human to being automated, where does the profit go? It goes to the boss, which is a very small portion of people if we look at society as a whole. And those who got replaced are the majority. After getting replaced, they might not starve to death, but it will definitely increase the income gap like crazy. With only limited money, they're not gonna spend it on luxury and entertainment like going shopping, traveling, and this will also decrease our economy and vitality because there is no way that all 100 million people will be a boss. So other than that, we should also increase taxes on companies with a higher portion of AI. So this will force the companies to reconsider whether it's more worth it or not to hire humans or on AI. So guys, we need your help on this. Let's get together and contact our government to implement these laws, writing letters, sending emails, and I understand you guys are busy and stuff, so if you want to send letters to the government but you don't really have the time, you're more than welcome to send me your emails and your name, like electronically sign the letters that I will post in the description below, and I am more than happy to help and send the letters for you. And you can also email them yourselves. I will link on all of the state senators' contact information in my description below that you can look for your state. Thank you so much for watching this video. God bless you and have a nice day.